Hi everyone, so today welcome back to another Sunday Munchies. I know that you guys have been requesting Sunday Munchies. So today's Sunday Munchies is actually going to be interesting because this is in collaboration with Kuya Erwan Heussaff. If you're from the Philippines, you already know him. He's pretty much famous here in our country. So this collaboration is actually more of like a challenge video. So I'm gonna let you guys see his challenge video for me, and here it is.
Hey Karen, so it's Erwan here from the Fat Kid Inside. So I saw your video challenge right now and you're asking me to do a couple of dishes under 400 pesos. No problem, challenge accepted. I'll be posting it up on Sunday. My challenge to you is I would like to see you use apple cider vinegar in a recipe. I saw that you used it for hair benefits in one of your videos, but it's also one of my favorite ingredients to actually use in food. So my challenge for you is to use that. Since you already have it in the house for your hair, why not use it in a dish? Good luck.
So this is what I came up with. Let's get started.
So I will be making 3 recipes using apple cider vinegar. So the first one that I will be making is a pickled turnip. Some people call this achara. So this is a side dish, and here are the ingredients. So we will be needing 3 cups of sugar, a half a cup of salt. I will be making lots of these, so these are my proportion. Basically just sugar and salt to taste. Of course, apple cider vinegar. Red and green bell pepper, 3 garlic heads, 1/4 kilos of onions, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, and of course turnips and beans. So I'm going to cook the beans, and while that is cooking, I'm going to cut the turnips into strips just like that, and I'm going to do the same thing with the carrots. I also cut the cauliflower, the broccoli into tiny pieces, and then I slice the green and red bell pepper into strips, and mince the garlic, and holler, check out the turnip fries. And then here is our cooked beans. Now in a large casserole, I added in 2 cups of water, and I'm going to let that boil. Now once it's boiling, I'm going to add 3 cups of apple cider vinegar, and I will also be adding the garlic, the salt, and the sugar. And then I'm going to let that cook for about 10 minutes. And then while it's cooking, I am going to be blanching the cauliflower and the broccoli. Now after 10 minutes, I'm going to add in the red bell pepper followed by the carrots, and then I'll let that cook for just a little while, and then I'm going to turn off the heat and then add in the turnips because I don't want the turnips to become soft and soggy. And then I'm going to be adding in the onions, mix it, and then the cooked beans. And lastly, I'm going to be adding in the cauliflower, the broccoli, and the green bell pepper. And this is what it looks like right now. I really suggest eating this the day after because you would definitely appreciate it more, and it tastes even better once the vegetable has been marinated in the apple cider vinegar overnight. And if you are Filipino, you'd always see this being paired in a chicken inasal, which I will be making later. So the next one is the creamy coconut pork and chicken adobo. So you will be needing 3 potatoes, a couple of chilies, minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of salt, minced onion, laurel leaves, oyster sauce, coconut milk, and I'm actually going to use the organic one from the market later instead of this, and soy sauce, black pepper, and annatto seeds for coloring. And then what we have here is a combination of pork and chicken, and then 1 tablespoon of washed sugar, and then a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. So now I'm going to pour in the ACV, the salt, the sugar, the minced garlic, and onions, and then I will be adding in 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and a couple dashes of black pepper, laurel leaves, and then I'm going to mix them all together with my hands just to make sure that everything is mixed properly. And my hands are clean, by the way. And I'm going to marinate this overnight and put this in the refrigerator, and then I'm going to cook this in the morning. So through my editing, it's now the morning, so I'm going to boil the annatto seeds. And this is just going to add color to our adobo later. And in a large casserole, in goes the marinated pork and chicken. And then I will be adding in 2 cups of water. And then I will let it cook until the meat is tender. Also, I'm going to pour in the annatto sauce. I just filtered out the seeds, by the way. And then after a while, I'm going to be adding in the potatoes and let them cook a little longer because, as you can see, the pork is still hard. So after an hour, the meat is finally tender. So now I'm going to literally just throw in the chilies and then add in the coconut milk and then let it cook for another 5 minutes. and we are done. This tasted amazing. Now the sauce is sort of liquid right now, but as soon as it cools down, it actually thickens up. And I really wanted to chop the chilies to make this spicy, but my nephew is going to help devour this, so I didn't do that. So the next one is going to be chicken inasal. So I will be using 3 chicken breasts, 1 teaspoon of salt, and half a cup of apple cider vinegar, minced garlic, black pepper, allspice, 4 calamansi. I'm going to use the juice of it, and if you don't have calamansi, you can use lemon too. So I'm pouring in the ACV and I'm squeezing out the juice of the calamansi, and then I'm adding in the salt, garlic, black pepper, allspice, and then I'm going to let this marinate overnight. So now in the morning, I'm also going to be making the glaze for the inasal. So I'm going to be boiling again the annatto seeds, and this time I'm adding in garlic, laurel leaves, and then I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm going to let that cook for a while. So now in the meantime, here are my marinated chicken, and what I'll do with this is I'll put them in the stick just like a barbecue, and then I'm going to grill this. So as I'm grilling the chicken, I'm going to varnish them with a glaze that I just made a while ago. So as the chickens are grilling, I am going to make a honey glaze to put on top of the chicken inasal later. So it's easy. You will be needing 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and then 3 tablespoons of honey. Mix them together and that is it. So here is our cooked inasal. So I am going to glaze that. So this is what they look like. And also, if I can change something, I would add black pepper to the glaze just because I like a little bit of spiciness in there. And it is best to eat this with rice. Yep, I'm so Asian, so I'm encouraging you all to eat this with rice. And there is the side dish that I just made a while ago, and I find that this is such a great combination.
So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this challenge video, and I hope I passed this challenge. Kuya Erwan, thank you for sending in your challenge video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like more Sunday Munchies, and also don't forget to go over to his channel to watch the challenge video that I challenged him. I'm going to be linking his channel down below and all of his social media links. And also, you guys support the brother, subscribe to him if you want more food videos. When he makes the food, the recipes are easy to follow, and if you're ever in the Philippines, you would definitely find the ingredients here. And he also give a lot of cooking tips when he cooks. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments below how I did with this challenge. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you on my next video.